Warning: the following few seconds is footage of me as animated by AI. The result may be considered terrifying. Ugh. Oh, I don't like that at all. Where are all my freckles?
Power of the Prince of Darkness!
Hey everybody, I was trying to test out the Pathfinder Kingmaker for streaming, and well, I got rather poor results. You'll probably see me doing a lot of oddball movements like waving my hands, twiddling my fingers, or tilting my head back and forth, or just doing random movements. Also, I'll be moving the mouse around randomly up until the title screen. This is basically me checking for lag in movement. So if I figure if things are running a little choppy while I'm moving myself, then I'm probably going to have a problem when the game comes on. But once the game comes on, sometimes the lag doesn't happen till a little bit later. So I start moving the mouse around looking for any kind of lag. And here I am talking about that this is just a play test to see if anything's running so far. Right now I'm feeling that things are going smoothly with a little bit of small bit of lag and nothing too major. So I'm actually not worried at this particular point. It's not till a little bit later when I check on the video itself on playback when I realize how major the problem was. Now it's about this point where the proverbial shit starts to hit the fan, and I don't know any of this is happening. You can see pretty much how bad the chop is and how, yeah, there I am waving my hand to see, but on my end, everything is running smoothly. I don't see a problem. Like I said, this is why I usually wait until the playback to see if there is any problems. Because a lot of times during the my end of the live stream, everything looks smooth and maybe a little bit choppy, but not too bad. And I even mentioned as much that it didn't look too bad from my end. It's not until I actually watch the playback that when I actually see what the problems are. And a lot of times, viewers will tell me if there's a problem, like they'll type in saying, hey, your screen's frozen or something. So when I don't have viewers on and they're not telling me anything, or if there are viewers and they're not telling them anything, I don't know there's an issue. I don't know about the issue till way later. Also take note that I'm not wearing a headset, so yeah, I'm not really figuring on sound at the moment. So I also sound like I'm mumbling through the whole thing. It's not the case. It's just I was more interested in catching the graphics at the moment, and when I actually get to play the game in a later date, I was planning on doing the adjustments then. But at the moment, I was just more worried about getting the game running properly for a stream or any kind of recording at this point. So yeah, you'll hear me what sounds like mumbling from me, and then the music's just blasting through the whole time. If it seems to be alright with you guys, let me know in the comments. It's around this point that the space between the freezing screens starts to get a little bit more bigger, I guess you would say, because Yeah, it started off like a little every other screen, but then as the stream progressed, it was just getting worse to where it was just frozen screen for, I think the longest was well over a minute at one point. I could be wrong, but yeah, it was just the freezing would just last a little bit longer and longer. But you still hear the music going perfectly. You still hear me yapping. But other than that, yeah, this is nightmare fuel for me. Now, I'm not wearing the headset, so you're not going to get the perfect sound like you've been getting with the headset. Because, like I said, this is just a test run. I am going to be playing this game later on. I'm just seeing if I can do a stream of it. So, let's see. We're going to go with a ranger. Since I've never made a ranger before, so on any of my games other than I know you barely can hear it, but I actually start discussing the fact that I've rarely made rangers for my CRPGs. I think I've only made a couple out of the entirety. I think once for a couple times for Wizardry 6, and most recently on Champions of Krynn. But I never made a ranger as a main character for a game like playthrough for like Pathfinder or even Baldur's Gate. I've always usually stuck to fighters, paladins, and barbarians. So, those are the ones I usually stick to, and I rarely leave that norm for myself, because I always figured myself to be more of a physical kind of person mentally, instead of a wizarding type or a cleric or something like that. So I always lean towards the fighters or the barbarians, with the occasional paladin. Yeah, as you can see here, that's stayed pretty frozen on this particular screen for quite some time. And yeah, I was like, and I'm not aware of any of this, like I keep saying, I'm not aware of any of this. The game's actually, from my end, I'm on both screens. I'm looking at my stream, my OBS screen, and I'm looking at my gaming screen, and everything's running just fine, as far as I know. With a little bit of chop here and there on the OBS, which is nothing unheard of for me. I mean, it wasn't, as far as I was concerned, it wasn't stream killing. So, yeah, so I'm not aware of anything happening. Oh, I finally moved. Anyway, so yeah, I was going through the whole routine of building my character, and I was actually quite into what was going on, and yeah, I was just at this point I was actually kind of comfortable with what I was doing. I wasn't really worried about the lag in the stream or any kind of choppiness or anything, because I didn't think any of it was happening. But in the back of my mind, I'm always thinking, yeah, but what's going on the stream itself from the other point of view? Oh, here I am going through the voices. Oh, we need a name. We'll just go with Ryan for right now. Like I said, this is not going to be a permanent character. This is just a test run character. I think we are good. Now, I don't know 100% if this is working properly or not. Right now, I just get a little bit of jitters, nothing too drastic. So, it might be running. At one point, I was deciding whether or not I was going to stick to. Yeah, I was just deciding on which I was going to do, how much longer I was going to go. What length was it going to be that I decided was going to be long enough to find out whether or not the stream was actually working properly. So I decided to go another 5 minutes, and I ended up only doing another 3. I think I just went through the introductory story arc and called it a day at that. So, yeah. So it appears that I'm not going to be playing Pathfinder Kingmaker as a live stream, so I'm going to try out 2 other methods. I'm going to use the recorder that came with my computer, and I'm going to try a different method that comes with my editor. So we'll see which one works out best. So I'm going to try out, like I said, I'm going to try out 2 other systems that I have on my computer and see which one works best for Pathfinder, if either one of them will work at all. Because I've had problems with the other 2 as well on different games, so I might not be able to play Pathfinder at all. I might be able to play on one of them. I might be able to play on both of them. But streaming definitely appears to be not in the cards for this one. At least not for now. I might have to get a stronger computer. I've always talked about getting a stronger computer, but because I'm not making much money off of anything right now, it might be quite a while for that to happen. So I can only do what I can do best with what I got. So we'll see what happens. And thank you for watching. I know this was kind of an unusual one where I'm just blabbing about my problems on streaming and recording in general. So we'll get back to this, our regular stuff soon enough. We're going to try out the other versions, and I'll do a full recording of them, and we'll see how they work out. And if both of them work out, you tell me which one you prefer me working with. I'll go through some details on the schematics, maybe. I don't know the actual full schematics, but I'll tell you which one is which, and we'll decide which one is best. But yeah, this test run is pretty much a flub. So I'll see you guys in the next video or stream, whichever comes first. Bye-bye.